An old mansion in a trendy neighborhood of Chicago was filled with town legends and unforgettable stories. In this mansion, Alex, a young journalist, had to stay alone for one night because his family was going to the city for the weekend. Alex was determined to solve the mysteries in the mansion. Tonight, however, he would embark on a journey towards his own horror-filled story. The first night, Alex tried to sleep in the quiet of the mansion. In his dream, however, he felt as if he had been awakened by the creaking of the door and the sound of steps. He saw the door of his room slightly ajar, but no one was there. Alex, quietly wandering the corridors, tried to trace the old stories in the mansion. On the second night, Alex had a dream in which he saw images of the past in the mansion. In a dream, he saw that a once living family in this mansion had been murdered, and ghosts have been wandering restlessly ever since. During the night, the spirits of this family, who were trying to communicate with the ghosts, were trying to tell him something. On the third night, Alex decided to solve the mystery in the mansion. He explored every corner of the house, studied old family albums, and began to learn about the history of the town. History showed that the murder in this mansion was one of the darkest moments in the history of the town. On the fourth night, Alex discovered in his dream the drama of the ghost family in the mansion. The ghosts guided him to uncover the secrets behind the murder and uncover the truth. When he learned the facts behind the murder, he realized that the truth was darker. On the fifth night, Alex, collaborating with the ghosts in the mansion, was determined to make light of the murder. The ghosts showed him the complexity of the events of the past and the real responsibility behind the murder. Alex did his best to solve the murder and restore the souls of the ghost family to peace. On the sixth night, Alex left the mansion as a place where silence and peace prevailed. The secrets behind the murder were revealed, and the ghost family found eternal peace. After this experience, Alex began to understand the history of the town in more depth and gave a new direction to his journalism career. The mansion now had not only the memories of the past, but also a story of resolution and justice. In a remote town in Massachusetts, a mysterious house stood deep in the forest. This house was decently known among the townspeople as the Witch's House. Emily, a young student, was going to stay alone for one night due to her family's weekend trip. Tonight, however, he would embark on a journey towards his own horror-filled story. The first night, Emily tried to fall asleep in the silence of the house. But in his dream, he heard strange sounds from the walls of the house. These sounds, which sounded like the whispers of witches, were leading him deeper into the house with a strange charm. Emily, wandering silently through the corridors, felt that mysterious forces were beckoning her. On the second night, Emily saw images of the house's past in her dream. He saw that the old witches were holding dark rituals in this house, and a curse appeared. In his dream, the ghosts of witches were asking for help to lift the curse on him. On the third night, Emily decided to solve the mystery in the house. He explored every corner of the house, studied the old witch diaries, and began to learn about the history of the town. History showed that this house was a place where witches were cursed, and this curse was passed down from generation to generation. On the fourth night, Emily met with the ghosts of witches in her dream. Deck. He learned from them that he had to make a courageous effort to have the curse lifted. The ghosts of witches have drawn a roadmap to break the curse by following the traces of an ancient rite. On the fifth night, Emily reached the site of an ancient witch ritual deep inside the house. During the ritual, he was guided by the ghosts of witches and took the necessary steps to lift the curse. When he weakened the power of the curse, the atmosphere inside the house began to change. On the sixth night, Emily managed to completely lift the curse. The ghosts of the witches left the house, thanking and disappearing peacefully. Emily noticed that silence and peace prevailed in the house now. The townspeople praised his courage and determination. The House of Witches is now remembered not only with its dark past, but also as a symbol of victory and freedom. 19. In an old town in Louisiana, the dark shadow of a decadent manor house was surrounded by eerie legends told among the townspeople. In this mansion, James, a young man, had to stay overnight by himself due to the fact that his family was going to the city for the weekend. James was determined to solve the mystery of the manor, but tonight, he was going to step into his own scary story. The first night, James tried to sleep in the quiet of the mansion. However, in his dream, he heard a strange baby crying. He felt as if that voice came from the depths of the manor. James, quietly wandering through the corridors, the baby's voice was gradually increasing, but he could not find any baby. On the second night, James saw images of the mansion's past in his dream. In her dream, she saw that this house was once turned into an orphanage, and the babies who lived here tragically lost their lives. During the night, the ghost babies he had seen in his dreams tried to communicate with him. On the third night, James decided to solve the mystery at the manor. He explored every corner of the house, studied the old orphanage records, and began to learn about the history of the town. History has shown that this house was once the darkest point in the town. On the fourth night, James decided to save the ghost babies from the past of the house in his dream. In his dream, the spirits of the dolls guided him, and he discovered the secret tunnels under the manor. In these tunnels, he met with the ghosts of babies and brought them to peace. On the fifth night, James realized that the manor had now become a place of silence and peace. The souls of the babies had broken the curse of the manor. After this experience, James began to appreciate the manor's past more and continued to be referred to as the hero of the town.